My dad's an evangelist, and he and my mom led revivals, and tent revivals mostly. We traveled in a trailer, and we were homeschooled, and it was kind of like the Brady, you know, the Partridge Family, but in tent revival ministry. And I remember just growing up and seeing a lot of different things, some good, some bad, you know, in ministry. There's a lot of crazy stuff out there sometimes, but my family, we were genuine, very sincere, and wanted to see people get saved. My transition from a PK to a musician started at a young age. My parents, they did all the preaching and leading the service, but they were not musical. We had no instruments. We hadn't, and they'd pray each night, I hope someone comes with a guitar or someone comes that can lead the songs in the service. And my mom just really prayed that her children would be musical, and we'd have a family that we wouldn't have to worry or rely on anyone else. It was all in-house, and we could take care of everything. When we pulled up and put the tent up, everything was taken care of. We had it, you know, from music to preaching, it was all there. And so we never really had a lesson or anything like that. We all learned by ear, and it was one of those things where my sister played piano, one of my brothers played the drums, my other brother played guitar, and I played bass guitar. And I wasn't involved singing-wise very much at the beginning. And I guess I was around 6 or 7 years old, and I told my dad I wanted to sing a song. And he said, all right, well, just pick one out. And I said, no, I want to sing the invitation song. And something drew me to that part of the service. I knew that was the most important part of the service. And so he said, all right, and he let me sing. During the invitation, you couldn't see me. I was standing behind the pulpit. I was very shy, and sing the song, and I did that from then on. And to this day, that's my favorite part of a concert or a service, is when it gets to that intimate time to where, you know, you got people's lives, or they're, you know, in your hands, and I've learned very quick the importance of trying to be anointed and praying to be anointed, because that's a very serious situation there. So that's how I started singing, from turning from a PK to a musician and a singer. And I would trade nothing for those times and those years, because it molded me into what I am today. The song Not Guilty that's one of my favorites on the new project. It's a song, it's a cover song. Mandisa recorded it several years ago. It was not a huge song, but a lot of people have never heard it, but I've always loved the song, and I wanted a song that would speak about, nobody's perfect, you know. I wanted a song that would speak about how God's grace is everlasting, and no matter what your past is like, no matter how many times you've made mistakes, I'm just like everyone else. I struggle with things. I have things that in my life that probably are not pleasing to God at times, but I have an advocate with the Father. And that's what this song talks about. It's just, and when I start singing this song live, I see people, it's like they melt. And it's like, because I went for a long time in my life thinking I wasn't good enough for God, or how could He love me? Even though I've been raised in church and done ministry my whole life, there's no way I'm going to make it to heaven, you know. And I think it's an assurance to the people that they get it once they hear that song, that He knows me, and He knows you. He knows all of us, and He still loves us. And it's incredible to me, and that's why I love the song. It's a powerful song.